Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 20th of August, 2025. I'll be honest. Today, kind of a disappointing day. And it's funny because we actually had a really good week up to now. Yesterday was actually a pretty good day. The day before was really good. Here's what's going on. Here's what's been happening this week, okay? So we'll have a stream, and we'll have good attendance, pretty good engagement, and then the support will be amazing. So we'll have like a whole goal hit of support, and then we'll have extra, okay? But this week, it has never been enough to hit a second goal on one stream. So when we hit our goals, it counts as one towards the goals, and we've had up to 17 out of 20 this week. Then we'll have a stream where people will show up. We'll have decent engagement. We'll have support, but we'll be like this close to hitting a goal, and we won't hit it. I mean, we've had streams where we're like $20 away and we don't hit a goal. Like, wow, really? We're not going to hit a goal when we're that close. Yeah. So what's happened this week is, sadly, even though we've had great streams and overall this week has been great. I mean, we had an insanely good GTA 4 night where there was all kinds of subs and stuff gifted. We've had streams that have been above and beyond. Those are only counting like once or twice towards the goal. And then other streams aren't counting and it evens out. So now here we are. And today we started at 17 out of 20 goals hit. For us to do DSP Tries It tomorrow, I had to hit goals every single stream. I had to hit goals on today's Mafia finale stream, tonight's Donkey Kong Bonanza stream, and tomorrow's Suikoden 2 HD stream. Today, there was no podcast because I wanted to ensure that we beat Mafia. The good news is we beat Mafia. And I recorded a review of Mafia, which is now live on the channel and is my highlighted video on the channel. So if you are interested in my overall thoughts about Mafia after having fully beaten it, including its length, its gameplay elements, is the game good even though it doesn't have side content, all the questions people kept asking me during the playthrough, get your answer. The review is live, uploaded and highlighted as a channel highlight, and the highlighted video on the channel if you just come to the channel, okay? So thank you for that. Give it a look. Then we did a Chill with Phil 30 to 40-minute Q&A session where I actually just hung out and just talked with the audience, okay? Did we do good? We did. $120. But we didn't hit the goal, and that's the problem. Now, why didn't we hit the goal? It's very simple. A lot of people didn't like Mafia. As I said, the entire time we've been playing Mafia, the old country, a lot of people felt that Mafia is a game that needed more content or more than just monster amounts of story because it's too many cutscenes and too much stuff going back to back. And I understand that. I just wish that people's mentality were a little different. I think what's happened is people have been conditioned in the last decade to want games with insane amounts of content. So even if I'm playing a narrative-based game, they can't even stand it. Oh my God, it's still cutscenes. And then they freak out and they leave. And today, attendance for Mafia was not good. Seriously, it wasn't. It was very low attendance for Mafia's conclusion because people just apparently were under the impression the game is bad. Truth is, the game was not bad. The game wasn't amazingly great either. It landed somewhere in the middle, and you can learn about that if you watch my review of it. But yeah, it is disheartening that I know that the game playthrough was decent and people just didn't show up. So it was actually good that we made what we did. Making $120 on a stream that had low attendance is actually really good. So whoever did show up to that stream and supported, thank you. But we didn't hit a goal. So tonight's late stream, Donkey Kong Bonanza heading into the end game. How do you think that went? At this point, Donkey Kong Bonanza is just a game that won't end. It's a game that endlessly continues. No matter how much I play it, no matter how much I try to turbo through it, we're still playing it. Right now, okay, we're 17 parts in. After tonight, we'll be 19 parts in. If you actually do the math, the playthrough is actually something around 25 plus hours, and we still haven't beaten it. It just keeps going. And I'm not doing every piece of side content. In fact, tonight, you'll see I skipped a lot. I had enough. I was like, I just want this game to be done with. It's too much tonight. I hate to say it. The game tried, but failed to interest me. You know, there was the first world we were finishing up from last time was the musical world, and we just had to do the finale of that world, and it was very brief. And then we went right to the next layer, which was a food layer where everything is related to like fast food, like burgers and fries and stuff like that. Just fryer oil everywhere. Okay, fine. Except the new gameplay element added is just you have to throw salt at acid to make it dissipate, and that's it. Problem is, it doesn't work right. You can literally have a block of salt in your hand and throw it directly at the acid where you want it to go, and it does nothing. So sometimes you have to do it 2, 3 times to get it to work. And it's frustrating because now you have to backtrack to grab the salt from another area and then throw it again. Like, what are they doing? Why? We're this late in the game. We're at layer 1,500 out of 1,700. There's only 1,700 layers, so 2 more worlds and we're done. Why is the game mechanic not work right? In addition, we're done learning new transformations, so there's nothing new being added besides, oh, hey, throw salt at acid. That's it. The entire other thing is keep digging, keep getting the bananas, keep getting the... There's nothing new. So it's really boring. In fact, they reused the boss. They completely do a boss you've already beaten a second time tonight. Frustrating stuff. And then, after beating this entire big part of the world, oh, there's a sub-layer. Oh, no, it's the end of the game. We don't want sub-layers anymore. We want to see the end of the game. Why are you extending the pain? Nintendo, why are you extending the pain? The problem is Nintendo did not pace this game well at all. They just did not. They should have had stages that had new innovations and things that felt cool. Like, again, I know I keep making this comparison. When you play Super Mario Odyssey, right? One stage is the jungle stage. One stage, you're in a city, right? One stage, it's like Dark Souls. It's crazy how different the stages are, right? And each one introducing new hat transformations and things that are unique and cool. In this game, it's not like that. In this game, sadly, when you get to a new world, like, okay, what's the new element? Oh, acid. Okay, you do it a couple times. All right, fine. But the rest of the stage is identical. Just try to get through it. Not good. And I'm frustrated because guess what? Low attendance, low support, yet again for Donkey Kong, which I knew would happen, which is why I want this game to be over. But when you've invested 25 hours into it, I want to get to the end of it. I want to be able to review it. I can't do that until the game ends, and it won't end. It just keeps going and going. Like, oh my Lord, I'm losing my mind trying to play this thing. Now, did we have horrible support? No. But we didn't hit the goal. So guess what? Tomorrow is my final streaming day of the week. Like I told you guys at the beginning, this is a shorter week. I have 2 streams tomorrow. The first stream will be the Level 1 podcast where we're going to cover this Pokemon announcement event, supposedly. This Silk Song announcement event, supposedly. So if we find videos and things to react to, I will react to those on the podcast tomorrow morning. And we'll have a chill show as usual. Then it is Suikoden 2 HD continuing. We started this yesterday, had a great time with it, but we didn't hit a goal. So if we didn't do it the first time, what makes you think we're going to do it the second time, right? So I wish that we would, but it is what it is. So likely tomorrow first stream, we're not going to hit a goal. I hope we do. Maybe it'll be a miracle and some people will come by and support, but I'm not counting on it. Okay? Tomorrow night's late stream is Thursday Night Fights, Capcom versus SNK2. I'm going to try to do a challenge set against my old friend Smooth Cat. We were supposed to do this like a month ago, and it all fell through. We tried to do it again. We're hoping we can make it work this time. He's insanely good at CVS too, like ridiculously good. He's beaten some of the best. He actually beat John Choi before and other people, so he's really one of the best. And he's probably going to beat me, but even if I play him and it's a good match and I learn something, then it's worth it, right? I just don't know how the connection is going to be, and I'm worried about that because he still lives on the East Coast and I live on the West Coast, so it may be awful. But we're going to try to do that and then more ranked gameplay. Likely it's going to end up having to be all on PS5 because no one plays this game on PC anymore. So there you go. The final streams of the week. Level 1 podcast, Suikoden 2, CVS 2. Not the kind of stuff that I'm probably going to be hitting and exceeding goals. Maybe I'll hit a goal or two, but there's no way we're going to hit 3 goals on that first stream and do DSP Tries It. And you might say, well, it's not a big deal. Just do it on Sunday. We need 3 goals. Do you really think we're going to hit 3 goals tomorrow? Probably not. So I'm off Friday, Saturday. When I come back Sunday, we're probably not doing it again. And this is what's frustrating is overall, this has not been a bad week. I want to reiterate this. It's been a good week. Really. We got through a lot of games, right? We finished Mafia. We're done with Death Stranding 2. We're almost done with Donkey Kong. And we're going to be doing the DLC for GTA 4 soon, which is awesome, right? All that was accomplished this week. We've had many streams where we exceeded goals and stuff, but the way it just lined up, again, having a stream where you exceed a goal, but you don't hit a second, so it doesn't count. Then the next stream, you almost hit the goal, but so it doesn't count. It sucked. Like, dead to rights, we should have been at 20 goals already, but it just didn't work out that way, okay? So I want you guys to understand, I'm not frustrated at you at all. It's been a great week. It just sucks that this is why we can't do DSP Tries It, all right? Tomorrow, maybe a miracle will happen and we'll do it, but if not, it's not the end of the world. But I do hope you will attend the podcast because that's going to be a great one with me reacting to this new stuff for new games. And of course, if you stick around for Suikoden 2, it's a great game. I really love it. It's near and dear to my heart, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I would love to hit a goal playing it. We'll see. All right, and we'll go from there. And I hope you'll be there for CVS 2 as well. Thank you guys for a great week. Let's have a good ending to it tomorrow, okay? All right, everybody. And by the way, I really, really sincerely hope the next stream of Donkey Kong is the last one. I don't want to play it anymore. You get to the point where it's like, dude, this is too long. They really made this game drag out too far. There's nothing new going on that's interesting anymore. It should be over, and it's not. They effed it up. So it is what it is, but maybe we'll beat it next week. We'll see. I hope so. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.